Alright, I think now we're just going to talk to Emma Noah? Yeah, that's where we left off. Let's go! Of course, we have to check the room first. Cool. Looks like nothing new. So we can just jump right into that. Oh, he has something to say about movies. Do you really not like watching movies? I mean, like I said, I just can't really focus on them at all that well. You have a favorite? Or any you liked enough to sit through? Well, I mean, I don't really have time for them, so it's been a long time. Come on, really? Nothing. My favorite movie as a little kid was Ants. I think I saw it like 100 times. Huh. Ants? Yeah, Ants. What's wrong with Ants? Nothing. It's a good movie. I'm sure. Have you seen it? You know, it's been a while. It's about how conservatism uses populist rhetoric in the military-industrial complex to destabilize massive amounts of people simply to garner political power. It is entertaining to children, but discusses themes that carry on towards maturity. It's a good movie. Well, now I feel like I need to rewatch it. I don't think I've actually seen Ants. Talk. Let's skip the star for now, see if there was another... Oh, okay, just the star. Alright, I've got a few questions, and they all have to do with what I found in the office with Wyatt. I have a feeling this will start a pretty big discussion. If there's anything I want to do first, I should back out and do it now. Oh, a point of no return? I think I've seen everything. Alright then, here we go. So, Noah, that deal you got with Francis, you just had to recoup $1,000. What voice did I give him? I think it was just, Right, yeah. And how did you find this out? I just asked Francis. What? Why? What's wrong with that? Nothing, it's fine. Great. So, hold on a second. Wyatt, could you come over here? Alright, and now that we're all here, what's the deal with this paper? What paper? I found it looking around in the dugout with Wyatt here. For my wallet. What is it? We're pretty sure it's the deal Francis offered the Bronx Bombers. You know, the money Francis gave you guys? You guys got around $1,000, yeah? 1,000 even, sure. Well, this says 5,000. Wait, the fuck? $5,000? So, I'm not the only one who thought that number was a little high. We did not get this much, I'll tell you that. Neither of you know why it's like this? Definitely not. Nope. Interesting. He said your name was Wyatt? Yes, hello. And you're Howie's friends, Noah and Emma. Huh? As you can see, there are a few questions that get raised when seeing a document like this. If neither of you can explain this, and if both of you are amenable, I think we should try to figure out why this document might be this way. It seems like there might be some legal issues, especially if we don't know why it exists. Right. The law student. Yes, that's me. I mean, of course I'm down. It's bullshit like this that can sink event organizers. Is it really a big deal? Honestly, yeah. I've seen bigger groups get sunk for less. The last thing I'm risking is a lawsuit, even if we're not the ones getting sued. Especially when I know we didn't do anything wrong. I'm not crazy for thinking this could turn into a lawsuit, right? No, you're not. It'd help if we could start by answering some questions as a group. Alright, sounds good to me. Yeah, sure. Yeah, cool. Let's do it. Yep. Wait, is he getting nervous? What's our first question we should answer? Oh, right. For starters, it's absolutely crucial that we establish whose signature is on this paper. It's important to establish that the document that was signed was this one and not a different one. Yep, just needs to be directed a little. It does look a little weird. I don't recognize it either. Do you... Before we head into that, how about we step back a little and debrief? Let's talk about the situation together and get on the same page. Then we can get into some ideas. Sound good? Yeah, sure. I guess. I'd like that. Great. Start debrief. A whole new interface. You all heard Wyatt. The question is, whose signature is this? Emma, what are your thoughts? I mean, it could be anyone, right? We're not the only people to throw a party in the dugout, not by a long shot. Don't you think this is, like, a non-starter? Maybe, but the transaction has a date. It's signed for a little over a week ago, on Wednesday. I checked the event schedule, and there's only 2 events that have happened since then. One was the Living Legends fundraiser event, your party, and the other was a Mahjong tournament. Your party was last Thursday, and the Mahjong tournament was the Thursday before that. So, it could be the Mahjong people too, then? No, it couldn't be. Huh? Why not? Because the Mahjong tournament was hosted by Francis himself. There wasn't anyone to lend money to. Gotcha. So, then, this transaction is for us. It seems the most likely option. It has your company name on it, after all. But it can't be. Why not? Isn't it obvious? It says $5,000. We didn't even get close to that amount from Francis. Doesn't seem possible that no one at Bombers signed it. Doesn't it seem possible that no one at Bombers signed it? There we go. Sure, something about this paper feels off, but I still think it's someone related to your party. Didn't you say Noah got you that great deal, Emma? I mean, sure, I was the one who got the deal from him, but like she said, the $5,000 wasn't on that paper. So then you were the one who signed a deal with Francis, correct? Yeah, I was. And you don't think this is a photocopy of your signature? Maybe? What do you mean, maybe? You can recognize your own signature, can't you? Well... Not really, no? Oh, that's right. Noah's signature looks different every time he has to do one. Yeah, I basically just scribble randomly. I don't really get how people form signatures. Well, if it is Noah's, then that solves the mystery of why it didn't look like any name we knew. Then we can't prove it's any of you just with evidence. Then it's no biggie. We'll have to do with what we got. You and I were looking around all day, after all. I think we can get somewhere. But if we can't prove it's something with evidence, then what? We'll just have to form a consensus on whose signature this is. Form a consensus? Yeah. For now, we're all going to have to agree on what we think this is the most likely option. Then out of all the theories, we're gonna need one that none of us can refute. Okay, but what if it's the wrong one? Isn't it better not to say anything? Have you ever played Sudoku? What? Sudoku, the game where each row, column, and square needs one of every number, 1 to 9. Have you played it? Yes? What does that have to do with this? Often in Sudoku, there's no clear logical resolution to progress. As in, the numbers on the board don't produce any other numbers by themselves. But if you decide a number for yourself, you can start to think ahead a few steps and test it. You can imagine a version of the board that can maybe be solved. In the log. Taking the rules of Sudoku into mind, you can relate this to common discourse. Alright, you really don't have to explain Sudoku to us, man. Besides, I don't know if I care to think this through like that. It's better to just leave this alone. It's probably none of our business anyway. I mean, it probably is, actually. If this really is for our event, something weird is going on. I don't want to just let that be. Howie? Huh? Oh, well, I'm pretty curious myself. Wonderful. But if it's any consolation, this doesn't have to be Sudoku. We're all just talking here. So far, out of all the people it could be, there's Emma and Noah, right? What? It wasn't me. Unless you were lying. But I wasn't lying. What the hell? We're not saying you're lying. It's just a thought experiment. Bear with us for a second. Who else beside you two could have signed a deal with Francis? I don't know. Christine, maybe. This seems like the kind of thing she'd do behind our backs and not tell us. I don't think so. She's not incompetent, you know. See, that's all the overtime we've done last month. I'd also like to put in Francis. What? He signed his own deal? Sure. If he forged it, anything's possible. But why would he do that? That's not the question we're trying to answer right now. I'm just saying it's possible. So then, the possibilities are Christine, Emma, Noah, and Francis. Damn it, no one else seems willing to direct the conversation from here on out. Guess it's up to me. I need to pick a theory and put forward and see if it holds up. I guess let's just see what happens if you say Noah. I think the only one that really makes sense is Noah. But I didn't sign one with that number on it. True, but that's the only discrepancy. You've already told us the rest we need to know. We can explain why you don't recognize your signature. The date lines up with only your event. And of all the people in your team, you were the one to sign any deal with Francis. I think the neatest conclusion to work with is that you were the one to sign this deal. Are you saying I'm lying? Not necessarily. It just leads into another question. Why were you given less than the amount on the paper? But to be clear, I think it's possible. What? That you're lying. Really? First Emma and now me too? Hey, let's cool it with the edge. We're all working together here. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start something. But it is the truth. It's possible that you lied about something. Oh, here we go. Wyatt, you're just being a little direct. A little? As Emma said, we're all working together here. Personally, I'm hoping you're right and none of this was a big deal. I'm not lying about anything. I mean... Really? You too? No, hold on for a second. I'm on your side here. There's no reason to be suspicious of you. I just think that it's... Not that you're, like, lying. It's just pretty reasonable to say you were hiding something. What? It's just not related to this at all. I mean, you're all talking about how Noah was really uncomfortable during the party, right? It was on my mind, sure. Then I can tell you now, it has nothing to do with this transaction. Then it appears we have two questions. Two? The first is, why were you given less than the amount on paper? And the second is, why was Noah so uncomfortable during the party? Nah, we're really putting that on the board. I think we should, yes. Sure, but only so I can shut it down. Yeah, exactly. What if it was me? What if I was the reason? Should I even be here for this? Fuck, wait, I have to. Everyone just stares at each other if I don't bring it up. God damn it. Oh, okay, one step at a time. Oh, there's things on the side. Why was Noah so uncomfortable at the party? I don't really want to put Noah under the spotlight any more than we have already, so... Can we just get this one over with? Don't worry, Noah, I got you. So, here's the thing. You remember what Noah was wearing, right? No. What? Really? We had a whole discussion about that guy making Noah uncomfortable earlier. You're the one that told me about it. Remembering events and remembering visuals are two different tasks. Well, he doesn't remember because it wasn't a big deal. I was wearing my harness, leather getup, a whole shebang. Oh, right, okay. Cool. Yes, very nice. Is that a big deal, though? It's important context. I know when people make a big deal out of whatever you're wearing, it makes you super uncomfortable. Honestly, when you were acting weird after the party, I kept trying to figure out what started the bad mood. But everything clicked when Howie brought up that story about pretending to be your ex. I got flirted with, so what? I don't need to be the one to tell you that you always start acting strange after someone hits on you. I don't act strange. You get all weird and prickly and stay in your room for a day and play racing games against AI. That's not strange, is it? No, that's my whole point. It's normal that you were affected by it. Besides that one annoying guy, was anyone else flirting with you? I mean, a little? Harmless stuff, though. Like, from friends and stuff.
From friends?
So, is that why you were uncomfortable? No? Then what was it? I don't know. I still don't really consider this important, so... I was probably just pissed off because of Christine or something. She ended up not coming, or at least I never saw her show up.
Damn, she skipped entirely? It wasn't any surprise to me. Right. I don't know, something feels weird about these options, but I'm not sure how to put my finger on it. He's being so vague and barely looks me in the eye. It's really making it hard for me to take him at his word. I feel like such an asshole. Damn it, really could be me, couldn't it?
Can I just say all of them?
It could be, a combination of things. Life is like nuanced and shit.
We won't get very far thinking like that without a reason to do it.
I need a reason to think life is nuanced?
No, I mean, concluding like that is like concluding there's no conversation to be had. This exercise isn't to figure everything out, but to find a possible construction of the whole picture, which demands discussion. For the sake of that discussion, it'd be best if you proposed combinations that were also uniquely specific. Sure, say that again when it's you under the microscope. I would. So you wouldn't take it personally when people talk about all the wrong things you could have done? Don't get defensive, even a little. If I did something wrong, then their ability to talk about it is important. And on that hand, if I didn't do something wrong, then their ability to imagine a version of me that did helps them understand why people do wrong things in the first place.
Because life is like nuanced and shit.
Yes, thank you. I'll believe it when I see it.
So this kind of thing was a little too vague. I'll pick something else.
So if I do two things... Oh, okay, yeah. So it's people kept hitting on him and me, so I kept hitting on him. Let's try that. How much will it zoom in on him? I'm curious. Still going. Okay, it stopped.
Am I really doing this? Putting this out there in front of everyone? I mean, thinking about the likelihood of who got the mystery guy is... Noah's a friend. We get along. He looks good. Or like, I know he spends a lot of time on his appearance. It doesn't necessarily show, but he always wants to look a certain way. I've always been kind of jealous of that. So, I can see me going for it. Assuming I'm the fantasy world where I go for anyone. Like if he asked, and I was a completely different person and a better homosexual and drunk off my gourd, I'd say yes. But would he go for it? He's always a little private. It's just that this isn't very me to do. Maybe if I ask it really confidently, it won't look so messy.
I can't right now. Yeah, no, some other time. Next life, maybe.
Yeah, do it again. Just ask.
You good, Howie? You've been staring into space for a while. Right. Hi. So... Noah.
What?
Did I hit on you? Wait, shit, make it more confident. Like, you know, I'm just worried that I came on to... No, hold on. You're gonna make it sound like you were leading him on, especially if you did fuck. I just hope that I didn't do anything embarrassing. I think that was the worst anyone's ever done it.
Howie, you thought this might have been about you? I guess this all starts to make a little more sense. You were completely fine, Howie.
Right, thanks. I'm looking for confirmation if I,
I guess I'm not really sure.
Huh.
You know what I mean, with the whole pretending to be my torrid love affair thing. Like, you'd have to tell me, man.
Oh. I don't know.
You don't?
No? What are the, rules for flirting? Don't look at me like that. It's an honest question. No. I'm staying out of it. I'm not even here.
It's fine, Howie. I don't think flirting is a big deal. It's just for fun.
Oh. Okay. So I didn't do anything that made you want to go play racing games against AI?
Oh my god.
Wait, he did?
What? No, that's... No. I was just thinking about something else. No. It's fine. You're fine, Howie.
Are you fine?
Yes!
Okay, sorry. I feel a sudden, overwhelming urge to change the subject as quickly as possible. God, is it even any of these stupid theories?
Is Christine hitting on him? Is that what this conversation is? Oh no, it's just a combination of things. Something else entirely.
All right. Here's what I think. It's something completely different. None of what was proposed is the answer. I believe Noah when he says he isn't flirting. When it isn't the flirting, but I don't believe that it was Christine. And I guess it wasn't me either, apparently.
So then the conclusion?
I think Noah's been keeping it close to his chest. To be honest, I don't think it matters all that much. If it's his business, it's his business.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait, so he's right?
Yeah. And he's also right that it doesn't matter. I'd like it if we all just moved on.
Fine, but we're talking later. Well, that was simple. I don't see Wyatt raising objections either. Guess we'll take this one.
right? Why were they given less?
I think the major thing about this question is the whole number discrepancy, right? Yeah, definitely. Where should we start exactly? I'm sort of struggling to understand the situation here.
We all are. The best we can do is consider our facts and previous conclusions to form a new consensus. Noah claims that his version of the deal only said $1,000 on it. Emma can confirm that that was the amount they had to work with.
Right.
However, we're seeing that the deal says $5,000.
So doesn't that suggest that $4,000 went missing at some point?
It could, yes. But it could also suggest something else. Of course it could. Would you like to say something? Yes, I would, actually. You're not being subtle. You're saying that I'm lying about the number being different. No, only that from where we're standing, it's a possibility that you're lying. Then why include me in this conversation at all, if apparently everything I say is so suspect?
I should try to smooth this one out. Wyatt, it'd be nice if you didn't resort to dramatics with your whole impartiality shtick.
My what?
Just be nicer.
Ah, I see. Sorry then.
Thanks, Howie. It looks like just being bluntly honest with him does the trick. Good to know. So, what does it mean that $4,000 went missing at some point?
The most direct answer feels like it would be either that Francis was cheating them out of it somehow, or Noah took it for himself.
Wyatt?
Sorry, I'm not saying that's what happened, just laying it out.
Hold on a moment. Wouldn't it also be possible that something about the paper changed? Like if Noah wasn't lying and Francis wasn't stealing?
I can see the merit of that line of thinking. I can't.
What's on your mind, Noah?
Well, I don't think it's any of those things. Now, why make this such a big deal? Everything worked out fine. The context for this could be a billion things that don't matter and change nothing for us. So, what do you think explains it instead? That's not my angle. I just don't think it's any of these things.
Noah brings up a good point. If I can propose a combination of ideas, can't I also propose none of them? I just did. I think it's time to pitch something anyhow.
Well, they photocopied it. Apparently, they photocopied it like 5 times. But I don't know how they would make a 5 appear, unless it just happened to appear in the stuff. But and I know they just suggested nothing. But
I think Emma was onto something when she suggested the paper itself being the thing that changed. Compared to the others, it makes the most sense on its own. And it doesn't throw anyone under the bus. Oh, good. I was just kind of guessing.
It doesn't really tell us much about why it happened, though.
Well, sure, if it were the other 2 options, then it'd be a nice clean motive that points at a guilty party or whatever. But in a conversation like this, isn't it better to just stick to the facts like you said?
Fair. We haven't exactly established this as a fact, however.
But we have a pretty good reason to think that it is. It's a photocopy. Or, more specifically, a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy, etc.
I'm following you now. You mean to say that because it's been through all those photocopy iterations, we could guess it was done to hide any tampering?
Yeah, exactly. It's the best way to cover up using whiteout, for instance. And not to mention, Francis had a lot of random stuff in there. Remember those weird mannequins?
Oh, and wasn't there whiteout inside those little shelves under the PC?
Alright, I'm willing to accept that.
Me too. It does feel a little fishy if it got put through the copier that many times.
Sure, I guess. It could have been photocopied for a lot of reasons. Maybe it wasn't even Francis. Then we have an agreement.
It was Ethan.
Alright, I've heard enough.
Huh? Hey, wait, this is my thing.
Here's our construction so far. Before the party, Noah found a deal that fixed the funding issues with the Bronx Bombers were having with funding their event. This was in the form of an offer given by the dugout's owner, Francis, where he gives $1,000 that the Bombers just have to recoup. Noah signed that deal. But at some point after he signed it, we think it was altered to say a much larger number that was given to the Bombers. Though we don't think Noah was acting underhandedly, nor did it make sense for Francis to be cheating them. Finally, during and after the party, Noah was acting strangely in a way that suggested he was uncomfortable about something he won't talk about. Whatever the cause, we proposed it at least wasn't because of his unreliable boss, nor was it due to flirtatious individuals at the event. Or Howie, I guess.
Ahem.
And that's where we're at. Are we all in agreement?
I guess so, yeah. Wait. I mean, yes, I'm on the same page, but does this really connect any dots? We kind of just said a lot of things the truth isn't.
I think it's enough. Enough for a guess that I think we can prove.
Prove? Like, right now?
Yes, right now. What does that mean exactly? I'm hoping you can tell us, Noah. Of course you do. You've been spending this entire time saying this is all my fault. Emma's right. None of these dots connect. Well, I'm saying that these dots connect just fine. One question answers the other. After all, you already knew that the document was altered because you found out during the party, didn't you?
Wait, what? Huh?
That's why you were so uncomfortable, and why you refused to talk about why. You saw evidence that Francis made an illegal alteration to your signed deal. But that doesn't make sense, right? Why make the number bigger? He doesn't get anything out from it. Why indeed? No, he doesn't get money out of it from you. But that's why he knew you'd take the deal. After all, he didn't need money. He needed the deal itself. It makes complete sense when you wonder if he might have done it to launder money.
Oh. But Noah never left the basement. I can vouch for that.
Can you? You were in the dance floor the whole night, meaning you barely ever saw him.
Well, he told me he didn't.
Then you don't actually know for sure. Besides, you didn't need to. Noah, didn't you tell Howie about seeing the light from the office door opening? You were tracking who went in and out of the room, and were aware of how to do it without others noticing. Yes, but that doesn't mean I went in there. So, you're saying you never went into the office? That's right. I never saw the deal after I signed it, and I never went into that room. Can we all just back off already?
Wait. But then...
What?
Sorry, wait. Let me get my phone. I need to remember something. I got a picture of the room on my phone around here somewhere. The thing Noah just said. I may have a shit memory for a lot of things, but I remember what people say. And he said something about this before. It's something he shouldn't have been able to say.
The mannequins. Maybe? I don't remember him saying anything else, so I'm just gonna go with the mannequins.
That's right. How did you know about the mannequins?
Huh?
You said something to me when I asked you about the office the first time.
It's the creepy one behind the curtain where Francis keeps all those weird mannequins.
The mannequins. Francis only keeps those in that room.
Then there it is. I think you entered the office at some point that night and saw something you wish you hadn't. You've been trying to cover it ever since. Francis used your company to launder $5,000. You're real fucking annoying, you know that?
Huh?
Here's what I got to say to you. If all of that was so obvious, then keep it to yourself. You basically admitted that I didn't do anything wrong. All I was trying to do is prevent all this drama. Now Emma's gonna worry about this forever, and that means we're gonna have to talk to Christine about it, and then we're gonna have to stop going to the dugout. Fuck, why does it matter if he laundered money? This shit's tough in New York. I don't care that he did it. I just care that if people found out, they'd do something stupid. Like, who even are you? What the hell compels you to play cop? So, there, you happy? Oh, yay, the truth is out. A guy moved some money so he could pay less taxes or whatever. Guess what? We gotta throw a party for free. We raised money for a fundraiser we believe in. No one was hurt. Now, what do you think's gonna happen? This guy's gonna tell someone the dugout will get shut down and we're out of the only place who's willing to give us the time of day. This was a good fucking deal. If we never get it again, I hope you're real proud. And you know what? It really didn't help that my answers couldn't be trusted.
Noah, of course I trust you.
Well, funnily enough, you're the worst offender of that, but cool. Noted.
What?
Like, you're putting me under the microscope? Really? Even Howie was acting more weird than me.
I was?
Oh, don't act like you don't know. Everyone could see you're playing around.
Playing around?
Look, it doesn't matter. I think I should go. Yeah, bye.
Shit.
Yay. Are there different endings if you choose different things? Or did I just get it right in one? Might go through a quick second route of those options to see if there's anything different. Maybe I'll just sign this one off for now. We'll look through that, see if it's worth circling back for. So if this is the last episode for now, then I guess I got it in one. If not, I'll see you whenever I decide to do another episode of this. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. I guess I should sign, yeah, check out WHODUNNIT. Go support them, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Do they have, oh, yeah, they do. They do have a Patreon. Yeah. Good shit. Very fun. Well designed. Bye.